restarted because of Facebook muting the last one. So I had to, do shit differently. Can't play music. So it's going to be very, very quiet and very, very boring, I guess you could say. But the funny thing is, like, on Facebook, they always have people, like, there's always people on live shaking their ass, doing whatever they want, listening to music, but never have their videos been muted or taken off of Facebook. That's what I don't fucking get, man. Facebook always doing that shit. Why does Facebook always take down videos of people who are just sitting there chilling and vibing and everything, and then they wonder why people don't go live on there? They wonder why people don't use Facebook as a live platform like that anymore. Like, it sucks because people be sitting there and they want to have fun and chill and relax on Facebook and just, listen to music on Facebook Live and like everybody can vibe. But you got people that sit there and be on Facebook Live, listening to music, shaking their ass, half naked and everything, and then their videos stay up. But then you got people who sit there and don't be doing all that, and then their video gets censored, like get taken down, they get put in Facebook jail, or their video just get muted. Fuck that shit, bro. Facebook is full of it. And then they wonder why. Then they wonder why people get upset with them. Facebook objective, what is it? Is full of shit, honestly. Like, what do you mean? Like, I don't get how the fuck Facebook, you sit there and what's going on? I swear I'm a bird. Facebook is trash, man. Like, I don't get how you can sit there and like people be sitting there and shaking, like literally be on Facebook Live half ass naked, and they get infused with music, and all of a sudden, then what? Then what happens? Like when Facebook sits there and shit. I swear I'm a bird. What's going on? Where are you watching from? Looks like you're watching from Twitch. That's what's up. But yeah, what part of the world are tuning in live from? How much I want to bet I'm watching Twitch from my iPad. Well, welcome. I swear I'm a bird. Hey, that's how it is. If you can, follow or subscribe. Make sure you let everybody know that I'm out here. Now, this right here, the stream right here is just one thing. I actually do video game on Twitch as well. So if you can, just put me out there as somebody who you would like to watch more often. And I play Call of Duty, Fortnite, Grand Theft Auto. I'm gonna start playing Rocket League on Twitch stream, because I haven't seen too many people playing Rocket League. But at the same time, yeah. But where's everybody from? Like, in the world, where is everybody from that's watching right now? Where y'all from in the world? But the crazy thing is, I was going to do I was going to do a live one on top tens, like literally what the top 10. The first list category was going to be, oh, you're from New England. Well, welcome from my viewer in New England. Let's see. The first list was going to be top 10, like top 10 best and worst rappers. So your top 10 best or top 10 opinion of your opinion of the top 10 best rappers, top 10 worst rappers was also going to be in that category. So yeah, like let's see if we can get more people in to view and to watch and everything, and then once we go from there, let's see how it goes. Because I'm down to see what everybody got to say. I'm ready to hear what everybody got to say, especially about the rappers for sure. Wow. Okay. So, world, breaking news. President Trump and his wife test positive for COVID. Is this real?
I know you fucking lying. Not the main one talking about some.
Is this real? Trump and First Lady test positive for COVID-19. Announced that early. Oh wow. The two rappers you have been listening to is J. Cole and Coda the Friend. All right, so look, would you like to get into this live so that way we can discuss on those two rappers? So I'm gonna write those down in my notepad so that way we can discuss them. So I know about J. Cole. And then you said Coda the Friend. If you want to be a part of this live, let me know and I can send you an invite link. And then that way you'll be able to join in. So if you want to join in, you just have to click there. But yo, that's crazy. Tonight, F. Flotus and I positive for COVID-19. We will begin our quarantine and recovery process immediately. Together, he tweeted. Wow. So this man, it's not funny, but the irony on that, holy hell. I know one thing, Biden, you better go get checked. Wow. Mississippi is the first state to lift mask mandate as COVID cases fall. How much y'all want to bet them cases going to go right back up? So for those who just started viewing, I just clicked on another tab on accident, and it shows that the president and the first lady both tested positive for COVID. What ain't that some shit? Bro, that's some stuff. That's real. That's crazy. Is ironic. everybody who he's been in contact with, every single person who he's been in contact with has to be tested for COVID now. Everybody. Like, the irony of this man catching COVID is just like, bruh, is yo, Facebook literally just messaged me talking about your video is partially muted because it may contain music that belongs to someone else. The audio has been removed from 54 seconds of your video. Play the video above to preview the prior version. The following music has been detected in your video. Higher, the explicit version by DJ Khaled. It is applied in Andorra, the UAE, Afghanistan, Antigua and Barbuda, Anguilla, and 153 more countries. Partially muted. If you do not have permission to use this music, your video will be muted during any segments that contain this music. Restore audio if you think this is a mistake and have permission to use this music. Your video will be posted without any music segments. Yo, so like I said, I want to call Facebook on their bullshit. Look, you know what? Facebook is full of shit, dog. I swear. They are full of shit. I'm not even going to, I should delete the video. I should delete the whole shit out of that video. And then I should put it live on Facebook and tag anybody who's, what's his name? The fucking robot motherfucker. Mark Zuckerberg. I should tag his robotic ass into this goddamn live and be like, y'all full of shit. Y'all let motherfuckers shake their ass and be half naked, titties and ass out, wanting to stream. Better yet, this is gonna be an episode of my podcast. This is going to be an episode of my podcast. Let me go ahead and write this down in my idea pad or my idea book. Yeah, I'm definitely going to make a podcast episode dedicated just for Facebook. By the time I get done with their ass, they can be like, just for me. Fuck them. I don't get it. I really do not get why Facebook is on my dick so hard for no reason whatsoever goddamn ever. You gotta be shitting me. Anyway, hold on, cause I gotta make this call real quick. I gotta make a call and let motherfuckers know, like, did y'all hear? This motherfucker tested positive? Let's see, who should I call first? Where's my nephew? Let's see. Hold on, y'all. Let me just let him know he about to be on the live. Autumn Reed, you in here? What's going on, girl? How you doing?
Call has been forwarded.
Of course, he won't. He's on Grand Theft Auto. He wants me to stream live with him on Grand Theft Auto. What's up, Autumn Reed? How you doing? How's it been? How has it been? You know, I feel stupid as hell because I'm over here looking at the time. Autumn, look, Autumn Reed, what are you? What are you? You gotta be some type of like human computer because you know a lot. You know a hell of a lot. I really do not get it. Yo, please, is there any way that you can join in on this live? Please tell me because you have to join in so we can talk about this Trump karma. Please, if you're able to join in, let me know. Let me know if you're able to join in. I will figure out a way to send you this link. You should be able to. I'm gonna post it up on here. It's kind of weird. Like I'm gonna just say that. I wonder if there's a way that I can change it. Yo. Okay. Let's see. How to. All right, you said to whisper it. I can't believe it. Like it's wild. Like this man literally just you know what, and it's a lot of shit that we're gonna talk about. Autumn Reed, you are a good friend of mine, so yeah, you definitely about to be put into this restream. I got 3 viewers in on Twitch right now. So with that, how would y'all like to join your boy? You know, the funny thing is, I cannot even see the post and everything y'all saying on Twitch. Hold on. Hold on, Autumn Reed. All right, so Autumn Reed, I didn't even know that I didn't have you whispers. Give me one. right. Autumn Reed, I sent it to you. So as soon as you get that, just join in. Because this is about to be really, really good. I swear I'm a bird. Are you still in here? Autumn Reed, what's going
Hey,
on?
how are you?
How's it going? I'm doing good. So the funny thing is, I accidentally clicked to open up a second tab,
Okay.
and long and behold, like if you're on what is this? If you're on Microsoft Edge and you go and like open up the web browser, and you'll see it like on the main homepage of it. It's a
hmm
red banner that says, "Oh, did they remove it?"
Well, I'm on my phone, so
Oh, well then, yeah, you probably won't see it.
yeah.
So I'm gonna see if there's a way I can share this. All right, can you see this?
Mm,
Hold on, wait, not y'all can still see. Okay, you see it right here. It says breaking: President Donald Trump and First Lady Melania test positive for coronavirus. Click here to read. I clicked it. Oh yeah, I definitely clicked it. I surely
so
did.
so the
I
way I
surely
found
did.
out,
Oh,
the way
that
I
shit.
found out was somebody posted it in Twitter. And so, the first thing I went was like, okay, maybe it's a fake tweet that someone did for him. So I went to his Twitter page and there it was, and all its glory. And I'm like, oh, this is just karma to the 10,000th power. It was ridiculous because
What
it's
was it he
almost
said?
like you've been telling us it's a hoax, you've been telling us all these things, and now you got it. And now you got. I'm waiting to see what his press release is going to be, because you got to think you told all your followers that this was
That it
nothing,
ain't
and now
real.
you have it.
Your ass got it. The funny
Yeah.
thing to me is that he was, what was it? It was the debate. And he was like, you can see it now. We were all outside. We had no mask. We did all of this. It was over 30,000, 20, 30,000 people, 35,000, 40,000 people. There was no one who had to wear a mask, and we were social distancing. So now you and them 30 to the 20 to 40,000 dumbasses that was out there without a mask, and you, sir, man, look, I'm not going to say that I'm happy, but hey, karma is a bitch.
You're not happy, but you can't stop smiling.
No, I'm not. I'm not happy.
But you can't stop
But it's
smiling.
just like, yeah, it's like, bruh, you have.
It's it's like being out in public and seeing your ex and seeing that they left you for someone who's just worse than whatever. And it's like you hate to see it, but
You know, it's funny that you say that because me being a Washington Redskins fan, it's hilarious because when I seen that, it's hilarious to me because it's like, all right, it's just like when we get rid of a quarterback and they go to another team and they demolish.
yeah.
However, it's reversed for this man. You let the world think that you knew what you were talking about. And when he was talking about Fauci and everybody, so everybody this man fired, he better rehire. He better rehire their ass with all types of benefits. Like they can't be touched.
Yeah. So
Mm,
he didn't fire
crazy.
Fauci. He
Oh
just
no! I'm talking about the other people.
yeah.
Like the other people he fired, like all the other doctors he fired. And I'm just thinking to myself, bruh, you fired so many people because of the virus.
Not even that. All of those. What I'm looking at is just all of those people who you see trying to go into grocery stores and everywhere without their mask, and they talk about how it's all a hoax and we're being lied to. I really cannot wait until I run into somebody like that. I really cannot
Let
wait
me
until
run into somebody like that. I'm gonna be like, you a Trump supporter, ain't you? Dumbass.
I can't wait just to scream across a parking lot going, who was lied to now? Like, hi, put your
It's
mask on.
fake, you say? Get your goddamn mask on. Your damn leader, the leader of the free fucking dumbass world. God, shit me. I know I shouldn't be talking about them like this because it's on the internet, but damn it, freedom of speech is the reason why they gave it to us.
Yeah.
Like, goddamn.
Plus, if you think about it, all of his little supporters and everything for like months now were making fun of Biden taking precautions, sheltering in place, doing press
He was
conferences
making
and
fun of
stuff.
him on the debate. I was like, bruh, you sitting here, he's like, he can be 25 feet away from you and he's going to be masked up and shit. I bet you Biden ain't got the virus. I bet you that shit. Like, I can tell you this now. I'm sorry for all of my Republican viewers, but your president got the virus of corona, which was found in 20, he got coronavirus. He got COVID-19.
Yeah.
He got the CVD. God damn.
And it's
Like,
like
it's not
everything
funny,
he
but
said
it's
about
funny.
it. Everything he said is just coming back on him. That, it's going to magically disappear, and it's going to be gone when the weather gets warm, and it's a hoax by the Democrats. Well, obviously you caught it, so it's not a hoax. Obviously it didn't disappear, and you ain't got no cure, so you about to be in the bunker with Melania. I'm gonna pray for Melania because I know she hating it.
Oh, she hating the shit out of that. You goddamn dumbass motherfucker. You said that this shit was fake, and now you done went somewhere and punched the goddamn prostitute in the vagina, and she done gave you COVID, and your dumb stupid ass done came back and gave it to her. But I know who ain't got it. I know who don't have it outside of Biden, his niece, the one who wrote the book. Yo, I swear to God, the funniest part of that debate is when they started talking about families and your man, and my boy, that man Biden, say, you want to talk about families? Your family wrote a book about you. And he was like, and Trump was like, that's not true. And I'm looking at my bookshelf. I'm like, yeah, it is. I got that bitch right there. Like, fuck that, man.
I do think that Biden probably could have came back a little harder when Trump was attacking his family, but at the same time, I don't mind that he didn't. It showed that, you know what, you're not going to get underneath my skin.
Shit, see, that's why I can't be president.
Yeah, see, I said the same thing.
I couldn't be. I can't be in the run. Sit there and be like, yo, son, fuck you and your family, you orange motherfucker. Your dumbass family done wrote look, your family discouraged about you. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Man, fuck, oh, man, I could not be in the running for president. Because as soon as motherfucker sit there and try to bring up some shit from 20 years ago, that's how you feel? How old am I? I'm 30. You got to be 35 to run for president? Shit. You know what? I'm going to run for president because next time the presidency comes, next time the presidential election comes up, I'm going to be 34. So by the time it comes back around, I'll be 38. So the second running in 8 years, I'll be 38. So with that being said, in 2028, I'm putting in my running for the presidency of the United States of 2028. Vote for G 2028. I'm telling you.
I will turn 40 this year. And believe me, it has crossed my mind in like the last 6 months. Like, what would I say if I had to be on that podium to Trump and debate? Like, I have run through scenarios in my mind, and it's ridiculous because it's like, no matter what, you're just countering bullshit with him.
What? That's the funny thing. That is the funniest shit to me.
Yeah.
Like, it is not funny as in ha ha. Not really. It's funny as to be like, damn, like you were talking all this shit about how the coronavirus is not real and how you didn't want to wear masks and shit like that. And the fact that his ass pulled out a mask on that debate, and the mask that he pulled out had the presidential seal on it. I was like, they made you go up on the stage with that. We know you ain't wearing that.
That's what was like bullshit. You're like, really, dude?
Yeah, when I seen that, I was like, you ain't wearing that mask. They made you go up there because they know it's about that part of this damn debate is going to have to do with something about coronavirus, and you wearing a mask and your supporters have to follow after you.
Well, that, and after it came out that he was intentionally trying to downplay it, or basically giving out fake information, even though he knew how bad it was. He had to seem like, oh, I took it seriously. I just didn't want to panic anybody. So he had to play that off too. But this is just classic. So he is 77. We already know that it affects senior citizens harder than it does anybody else. He doesn't eat healthy.
And Trump, you 74, brothers.
Yeah.
You 74 and your wife is 50.
Is he 74 or is he 77?
74. That's what this article say. Trump 74 and his wife is 50.
Biden's 77. So, but
yeah.
Wait,
I don't know why they running for president in their lives. Do they not understand shit can go wrong?
Biden takes care of himself. I don't think he has a problem.
Trump, on the other hand,
and that's why you pick younger running mates, because if something does happen, you got somebody a little younger.
Oh shit! Hold on, now I'm about to Google Kamala Harris. Google Comey.
Oh, she's only like 55, 56.
Bro, are you serious? Why are they picking so many goddamn old people? 55.
Yeah, she's young.
Bring a young buck like myself in there.
Yeah.
I'm 30, and I'm ready to run for vice president of these United States for the Democratic Party.
There you go.
Please bring me into this damn. Oh my God! Please bring me in as vice president. You get sick, I'm right there.
But see, now here's the thing, though. So it comes down to who is going to be running the country in the next couple of weeks. Because if Trump is too sick to run the country, it goes to Mike Pence. If Mike Pence also tests positive,
if he starts running the country, I'm revoking my your citizenship. Fuck that. I'm telling you, if Pence comes in office, the world as we know it is over. Blacks, Hispanics.
I actually think I feel a little safer that the world's not going to end if Pence is there, because I feel like he is not going to be out there talking shit on world leaders.
He might not press the button, but Black lives don't matter with him.
Yeah, that is true also. But
I don't have faith in Pence. I really don't. I don't have faith with anyone in office as far as the Republicans. Obama, when he first got there, I had faith in him. The second term, I was like, we got you back.
Yeah.
And then
I think I think that's Obama's second term is when all this really started going downhill, because when the Republicans got the Senate and they sat there and said, we will never let anything he wants to do go through, I was like, shit, they're literally just going to screw us for no reason other than they don't like him.
you know who I think should run for president? Man, I swear the world would be a better place. Michelle Obama. The most beautiful
Yes,
first lady in the goddamn history of them first ladies. Michelle,
yes,
where you
and
at?
no. I think she'd be great. I think as a leader, she's got the skills, but I don't know if she necessarily would want that job after seeing what her husband went through.
Only thing I have to say is if Michelle Obama were to run for president, she get it. She needs to bring back all the vending machines that she took out of schools.
No,
That's
wow. Okay.
I was in high school when that shit happened the first term, and they oh man, I
I mean,
was
you gotta
bad.
remember why she was doing it though. I mean, if you lived in a big city, yeah, you hated it because you're like, it doesn't affect me. But if you look at like rural America, where these kids were relying on vending machine food, you can understand it because it was like a huge problem. Like these kids were not getting any kind of decent food.
That's the school district's fault, not ours. Shit, she should have took them out of those schools. She should have took that shit out of those schools. She took them out of all schools. That was not fair. That was not fair to us. When I say us, I mean us.
Well, I mean,
12 years ago, I was 18. I'll never forget that shit. Leaving high school, and the year that we fucking leaving high school, you wanted to take the vending machines out of schools? Oh, Michelle, come on,
no,
baby.
hold on. Her idea was not to necessarily take them out, but she wanted healthier options put in. And a lot of those people who own the vending machines were like, no, I'm not doing that. And so that's why they took them out.
Let me tell you this. The high school that I went to, she came to the school and kicked off her green lunch thing. My school was the first school that it happened at.
Okay. Then you got
I was pissed. We came to school one day. The vending machines were there at lunch. Came back after school. Them bitches were gone.
Yeah.
She need to put them vending machines back. You know, I don't even see vending machines like that. Like, because come to think of it, only time I see vending machines is in the hospitals.
Yeah, I mean most places that either don't serve, most places that you have like a cafeteria where it closes at a certain time, they have the vending machines there for overnight stuff, like hospitals, medical centers, stuff like that.
They should have kept that shit in high school. There was extracurricular activities that happened after that. They took Gatorade from out of our school. Of all things, I played rugby in high school. We needed Gatorade. They took them damn Gatorade machines out faster than they took the snack machines out.
See now, so I was already out. I was way out of high school. I was working already. So my brother was still in high school, and he remembers it. And he was like, it wasn't as bad, but only because we went. Like there was always we had open campus, so we could leave during lunch and go back to the store or whatever. So we had options.
My school didn't trust us like that.
Had closed campus, and they were pissed. So it was always like the boosters would come through and sell that stuff. It's like if you played sports, like the booster club would come through and be like, "Oh, we have like 9 cases of Gatorade for you," or we're gonna be selling it for like 50 cents after school. You know, there was always like ways around it.
My school was the boosters for my school was Nike and Was it Nike and Reebok?
So so you went to a big school.
Nah. So the principal that I went to, the principal of the school I went to was also the founder of the school. She
Okay.
was the founder of the school and she knew Oprah. So it was like she was up there. It was a small school, probably about 700 students, if that, probably less than that.
Okay.
And no, I would say in school
So was
it
it
was
a private
about
school?
public charter.
Okay. Oh, okay.
So in that school, I can't even say it was, no, it was way less. It was probably like 400 students.
Mm-hmm.
It was probably 400 students. And I'll never forget when everything happened, it was all happening because of who she was.
Yeah.
Like senators, congressmen, and all that good shit. It was that was the campus I was at. The other, like the sister camp, like the second campus that they had just, like, relatively new. They just opened that one back in 2007,
Mm-hmm.
2006. And that school, what was it? George Bush came, like football, like NFL players, NBA players. But I will say one thing: me and that school turns you into, it helped you grow up faster than what you were used to. Because
Right.
I never forget, it was one day we had a school dance, and during the school dance, everybody was sitting there, they were chilling and everything, and then all of a sudden, after the school dance, and the school dance was at night, I'll never forget it. And my mother was like, "Nah, I don't want you to go because you gotta go to the other school. You know, y'all don't get along, and the campuses don't get along with certain other schools that's in the area and the neighborhood across the street, always trying to fight somebody." I was like, "All right, cool, but I'll be safe." Went to that school dance, and after we left, I'll never forget. It was the biggest fight in that school's history, I believe. Like high school students fighting grown ass men, grown ass women. Like because it was like they tried to jump us.
Mm-hmm.
First off, you ain't jumping me. In high school, I was already 5'11" in the fucking 10th grade. Damn near 6 foot. By the time I graduated high school, I was 6'3", and then I shrunk an inch. Fucking great. From 6'3" to 6'2", and then I gained an inch, like a half an inch. So I'm 6'2" and a half now. When I was in high school, I was 6 foot. Before I graduated, I was 6'3". So 11th grade, I had just hit 6 foot.
Okay.
And I was 270 pounds. Muscle. You really think y'all motherfuckers gonna jump me? And it's not just me that look like this? Oh, hell nah. It's gonna be a bunch of us.
See, where I went to school, first of all, our school is we grew up in a small town. And
oh man, I got a song for that, but can't play it 'cause Facebook on there bullshit.
where up until after 9/11, it was not uncommon for kids who went hunting before school or on the weekends to have their guns in their trucks. And mind you, I didn't grow up I'm not like in the Midwest or anything. I grew up in California. That's just how it was.
They got hunting in California.
Yeah, so again, we're a small town. Like we're on the coast south of San Francisco. Beyond that is like open land. There's like hunting in the hills and everything. So kids would go hunting and then come back like Monday morning. So there were always like people who had guns in their trucks, and no one cared. No one. We would have.
I still wouldn't have been able to do that. Motherfuckers would have been getting shot.
To this day, I have no idea why no one ever got shot at my school. We've had incidents where kids
Because
got their
everybody
guns.
was able to carry. Everybody was able to carry that, and literally, that's literally the way I feel like I become president. That's gonna be my first level of my first. What's the word I'm looking for? My first line of defense. Everybody is able to get. Everybody who doesn't have a criminal record is able to get a gun licensed.
See, I'm exact opposite. I mean, I have no problem with people owning guns. I have no problem with people who have guns for protection and everything. My problem is that whenever someone says like, guns don't kill people, people who have, it's always like bad guys with guns. Everyone
Guns don't kill people. It's the people who have them that kill people.
Say again?
Huh?
What'd you say?
I said guns don't kill people. People kill people.
Right.
It just depends on who's using the gun.
Here's the problem. So you're saying like everyone who doesn't have a criminal record should be able to get a gun. Okay, that's fine. But that's not to say that person's not going to use that gun in a criminal activity. Just because they don't have a record doesn't mean they're not going to use it responsibly. So I always feel
that's why you do an extensive background check.
Yeah, I mean, I have no problem. I have no problem with people owning guns. I have no people own handguns, whatever. I have issues with people who own like assault rifles because I'm like, what is the purpose of that gun? How does that protect your house more than, let's say, a handgun would?
More bullets can fire off faster in the assault rifle than they can in the handgun. You might have a slow trigger finger, but you ain't gotta lift your finger off of that goddamn assault rifle trigger. Just saying. Just saying.
But I mean, it only takes 1 or 2 bullets to stop somebody. So why do you need to shoot 40 bullets?
Could be more than one person.
Okay, well, hey, record your aim.
Could be more than one person.
I'm just saying, like, military-style weapons should not be in someone's house because the thing is that if you live in a home or an apartment, right, where is that bullet going to go? Any bullets that don't hit somebody, they're going to miss and they're going to keep going. Do you really want to be responsible for killing your neighbor's kid?
I wouldn't miss.
Because you were trying to stop an intruder with an assault rifle?
Damn, see, I can't even, because I was about to.
Yeah. See,
you asked the question, and I literally was about to say something, but it would have came out way too fucked up.
Because, see, my thing is...
You said, all right, so if I were to say what I was going to say, ask me that question again.
So, here's the thing. Let's say that someone breaks into your house. Let's say you have an assault rifle, right? You let that go. Let's say you miss all the other bullets except for one bullet hits the intruder. And those bullets go into your neighbor's house and it kills their child.
People in the world, I have kids. People in the world, I have kids. Trust me, I don't mean to say this in a heartless way. It's just, with me, I hope the neighbor doesn't have a kid. And I hope the kid wouldn't be around the wall that the bullet goes through, obviously. Mm-hmm. But hopefully the person in the next door has a gun too, because if I don't shoot and they go into the next, like...
there's always these scenarios.
Is the neighbor... Ms. Rice?
There's always a scenario to it because you can look at it and go like, well, no, I'm protecting my home. I'm protecting my family. It's an unfortunate thing that could happen, but I got to protect my family. Or you could say like, you would hope that you're stopping them from hurting somebody else. There's always a reason to say, but on this. On the same token, though, it's always a reason to think, is this the correct, do I live in a situation where I need to have an assault rifle versus a handgun? Or do I, if you live, I get it. If you live in the worst neighborhood, by all means, carry whatever you can carry to protect yourself.
I would have, if I owned a house, mm-hmm. Me personally, I love guns. I love knives. I would have There's only a couple of handguns that I like.
Mm-hmm.
A couple. There's a shit ton of shotguns I like. There's a bunch of sniper rifles I love. But assault rifles, that holds a dear place in my heart. If I was able to collect assault rifles and have them, like, if first off, an assault rifle would not be my line of defense to stop an intruder. My line of defense for an intruder is a fucking shotgun. You better hope, God loving sake on your soul, if you break into my house, if I had a shotgun, if you hear that, like, so there's a rule. The first one is a shell. The second one is a rubber bullet. The third one, if you make it to that third bullet, your ass is dead. My bad. You getting hit 3 times. It's going to be a blank, a rubber, and then a bullet.
Yeah. See, that I don't mind the way you're presenting that, because that makes sense to me, right? You're basically giving warning shots. But there are people in this country who their natural reaction is not to reach for a handgun, not to reach for a shotgun. They have, an AR-15. They've got, guns that really have no purpose except for military or police use.
Oh, I'm telling you this now. If I had an AR in my house, if I had an AR-15 in my house, if a motherfucker break into my house and they hear that first initial click, you might want to turn around, because I'm not going to put that shit on single shot. That shit is going to be on fully auto.
Right. See,
fully fucking auto. I don't have any.
I've lived alone I've always lived alone mostly. So I've lived in apartments. I've lived in condos where I've shared walls with other condo owners. And now I have a house. Anytime I've ever felt like I need to get a gun, I always have to think about how close my neighbors really are. When I lived in an apartment, I had neighbors on both sides, and I always felt like, and those walls were thin, like I could hear everything going on. So I knew no matter what, anything's going to go through that wall. When I lived in my condo, I looked at really getting a handgun. And then it hit me that any angle that I would need to fire at was going to go into a neighbor's bedroom. On one side, it was my neighbor's daughter's room. On the other side was my neighbor's it was actually their master bedroom. And my thing was, if there's an intruder in the middle of the night and that goes through that wall, I have just killed my neighbor. There is nothing in my house, other than my life, that is worth me killing a neighbor for, in terms of protecting. Like, you can take the TVs. I'll give them the TVs, right? That TV is not worth my neighbor's life. Now, did I keep knives in my house just in case? So, I was attacked.
I'm just fucking with you.
I've always, when I moved up my parents' house, the first thing I did was knife handling course. So yes, I have a knife. If you attack me in my bed, you will get stabbed. But
there's too many knives lying around my goddamn house. I buy knives just because I love them. I had to stop. I had to slow down. Because I literally when I was living with my mom, I had a military Bowie knife.
Mm-hmm.
I bought it, and it was like military. It was military grade, and it was like it came in a case that was like for the honor of our fallen soldiers. This Bowie knife is from the United States. Marine?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I bought that, but I know motherfuckers. See, and in my eyes, people who have assault rifles are no better than motherfuckers who have swords.
Okay.
And the reason why I say that is a sword is overkill. If a motherfucker break into your house, you have a sword. A sword, a taser, and an assault rifle in a house for protection. A taser.
Okay, I did think about getting a taser versus a handgun. My thing was,
you gotta get close to the motherfucker.
Aim in the dark. I was not with that.
Like like you gotta be what 6 feet within 6 feet of the person,
Yeah, and
or
you have to
take.
be able, and you have to be able to aim it without them seeing you aim it, or and guarantee that it was going to hit them fully. There's all kinds of reasons why a taser wasn't going to work. Because if you miss with one of the prongs, they're not going to get the full jolt. They're not going to go down. It'll piss them off. So I was like, that's too much.
And then you
I
gotta
would
think about
rather
it,
I
like
would
with
rather do
tasers,
it if I hear an intruder. I'm going to lock the door. I have the knife. I'm going to do the whole hide in the bathroom thing, hide in the closet thing. You can take the TVs, whatever, because there's really not much of a house you can take. But take the TVs, take the DVD player, and get the hell out. If you're coming to actually look for me, then you have other intentions already, and I've already called 911 and I've already put a silent alarm. So
see, my whole thing, I never could like do the hide in the closet thing.
okay, I'm still here. I'm gonna turn off my camera real quick. I'm still here though.
Okay, so I never could do the hide in the closet thing. One, because I've always been a big brother. It's just like I never understood. Like, and then on top of that, back to the taser thing. When you have a taser, you have to like go to certain training for it,
Mm-hmm.
and I find it very weird. I find taser training being very weird, and damn, it feel like I either smoked or drank, and I did neither one. My eyes are running low, and I'm not even high or drunk.
What time is it there?
2:23.
Okay. Okay, I don't know what I just did.
But yeah, it's crazy.
Okay, I turned my camera off and I can't get it to come back on. Let's see what happens now.
I can see you.
Okay. Yeah, your eyes are probably just tired.
Nah, but that's the thing. I'm not.
No, you're not tired. Your eyes are tired. It happens to me all the time where it could be 10 a.m. or it could be 10 p.m. It could be 3 in the morning. If I physically won't feel tired, my eyes are tired of readjusting to light, so they start to hurt.
You know what? I'm thirsty. That's probably what it is. I'm thirsty as hell. Give me 1 second, viewers. I'll be right back. Let me go and get me something to drink. Be right back. You got it. I got plans for you. Yeah. I've been making plans for you. Holla, we have been making plans for you. I'm back.
Okay.
But
Yeah, I think if we can, I mean, obviously, I think that, like, again, guns, I have no issue with guns. I just think certain guns don't belong in the hands of private citizens.
certain private citizens.
Certain what, but see, and that's the thing, though, is that you've got, I mean, obviously you don't want anything going to criminals' hands, but the theory that, people who are not criminals should own guns, what's to stop them from doing something criminal with that gun? Yes, they were able to legally attain it, but you've got people out here who, they get depressed and they murder their whole family. They, lose their job and they go up to the factory or wherever and they shoot their supervisor. These were people who don't have criminal records, pass a background check, don't have anything wrong with them, but they just snap one day. Yes, they can do the same thing with a handgun or a shotgun, but it's not going to be as devastating as going with an assault rifle.
See it. It depends. It depends. Like, a shotgun can do more damage than an assault rifle.
It can.
One shot from a shotgun can do more damage than 10 bullets with an assault rifle, depending on what kind. Nope. No.
It depends on the shell, and you're right. It can do more damage.
It depends on the caliber, but there's 50 caliber shotguns that pack punches more than the goddamn 50 caliber assault rifle. And if somebody, I hope and pray to God nobody ever gets it, like outside of the military or somebody who's like doing it for game and sport ever gets a 50 cal shotgun. But
see, and that's the thing though. There are people out there who will try to get those weapons, right?
But there's nothing wrong with me. I'm perfectly fine.
Okay, and I believe you. And there's perfectly fine people who will still try to get it. But again, it's not the gun that worries me, because it's the people who get the guns, and then they can be, again, perfectly fine. No mental health issues, no criminal record, upstanding citizens. But one day they just snap, or something happens, and they decide that they want to go out in a blaze of glory. Or something happens and their thinking changes. Now they want to use this weapon, right? It's one of those things where it's like, should this really be out there for the public to buy?
I say,
because here's the thing:
if
the Second Amendment was written in terms of bearing arms to form a militia against tyranny, whatever. And then we amended to say, yes, you can keep a musket and a rifle, essentially for hunting purposes. And then we amended to say that, all these other guns can come in too, as long as they're used for purposes of, X, Y, and Z. And you permit it and you pass the background test, then it's always going to be something where someone's going to push the envelope to get the next weapon, the next thing. And at a certain point, we need to cut back and say, okay, you can keep the weapon, you can keep weapons. Yes, you're right to own them, but it's going to be certain ones. We need to increase what is not allowed for private citizens to use. I'm not saying that they can't have certain weapons, but I'm just saying we need to say, okay, you're not going to have an AK-47. You're not going to have these assault rifles. You're not going to have. We need to be stronger on that point. You want handguns? Fine. You want shotguns? Fine. But you don't need you don't need this elephant gun to take down an intruder. You don't need to have something that can take down a helicopter as personal protection.
Shit, if I had anything that could take down a helicopter.
But there are people out there who do. That's the thing. There's people out there who buy guns that say they're for collections, and yet they're allowed to buy them. And these are working weapons.
Give me 1 second. I think I hear crying. Give me 1 second. false alarm. Because hearing babies cry is another thing for fathers to hear to make them go crazy.
How old are they?
Well, she is, was this 3 weeks?
Wow.
She's 3 weeks, number 6.
This is your 6th child?
Yeah.
Okay. Tell me you at least space them out like a good distance from each other.
For the most part, yes.
Okay.
So I got 2 sets of twins. 8 about to be 9 at the end of this month. So my oldest 2, boy, girl, about to be 9. You got the second set, 5 about to be 6.
Okay. So, I mean, twins technically count as like one child because it's like one pregnancy. So it's not as bad. I'm thinking like 6 individual kids, and I'm like, okay, wait a second, that's a lot of kids back to back. But no, twins is fine.
No,
And they're
my
spaced
bad.
out.
I'm confused. 7 about to be 8. And then 5 about to be 6.
Okay.
So the oldest. I'm hearing shit. The oldest set.
Is that a siren? Do you hear a siren?
I'm hearing a chirp, yeah. Bruh, I know I'm not going crazy.
Okay. No, it's not a chirp on my side. It could be my phone picking up something, but because on my side I can hear the.
I'm trying to think. Hold on. God damn, hold up. This is getting up.
Ooh.
My fucking eardrums out. Sorry, that was on my side, but there's nothing cooking.
Okay. Well, no, on my side, something is going on in part of my neighborhood. I can hear sirens and the helicopters over. So, like, oh, they're chasing somebody. Yeah, they're chasing somebody. That's. It'll be interesting. Yeah.
I'm going crazy.
Well, whatever is going on in my neighborhood, I can hear the helicopter over. I can hear nothing, but I'm hearing nothing but sirens, and they're getting closer.
Sounds like this when an assault rifle come into play. Just saying.
No, so where I live, I'm off of a major highway, so it's not uncommon for us. And at night, it gets super quiet over here, so it could be someone on the freeway running, or it could be someone in the neighborhood. But the fact that I can hear the helicopter over tells me it's probably someone coming up on the streets headed towards the freeway.
Jesus.
Yeah, in fact, they're heading towards the freeway because I just heard them pass on the. Yeah, I can hear them passing over. But I mean, like I I lived in Anaheim, California for like 5 years, and got so used to. I was living near a police station, so I was so used to hearing, the police in terms of where they were going, the helicopters flying over, that now
Mhm.
I can pretty much tell which direction they're headed, and if they're coming close to the house or going away from the house. So it's gotten to make a little bit. Still doesn't make me want to get a gun though. But I also have like a ton of like alarm system in my house. I've got, like I said, I have 2 knives in my bedroom, one hidden behind my couch. I've got cameras on the outside. Like my house is kind of secure for being, just a regular plain old house. It was like the first thing I did when I moved in. I got an alarm system. So like you get within 15 feet of my front door, and the security lights outside come on. The camera activates. If it's in the middle of the night, the camera activates and it will send an alert to my phone, and then the alarm company monitors who's coming to the door. If you break the glass or tap too hard on any of the windows, I have a glass break sensor, so that will go off and set the alarm off. What else I have? Motion detectors, and then yeah, I mean my house is pretty secure for just being me. But again, I live alone, so it's one of those things where it's like I'm gonna be secure in my own home. I do.
I should at some point introduced into the home.
So, and that's what
Handgun. A handgun.
So after the debate, that is something that my family and I discussed. All of pretty much my parents live, they're on their own. My sister and brother, we all live by ourselves basically. And so it was discussed because I do live in an area where it's heavy Trump supporters. And
oh hell yeah, that's enough for you to get a gun right there.
Yeah.
And that will be like or put a mask on the door. They won't come in.
Yeah. Well so I live in Sacramento, California, which you would think would be, pretty on the liberal side. No. These people out here are those people, they are those Proud Boys that he, he talks to. They are those. We have a lot of people up here who would very easily shoot somebody if he lost the election. And it is one of those things where, especially like I have a neighbor across the street who will not talk to me because they are Trump supporters, and they assumed right off the bat correctly that I don't support Trump. They're also racist, but that's neither here nor there. I do feel, like I would like to go, get a gun. And we had a discussion, and it's like every time I think about it, like, okay, I should go. Now's the time to get one. I may never use it, but it would be there. And it's like, but do I really want to go? Do I really feel that unsafe that I need to go do this? And, I'm not at that point. My parents are, though. My parents are seriously considering getting a handgun, which surprises me because my mother, when we've gone to like a gun range to shoot, she does not like it. My dad was military, so he knows how to shoot. But again, it's one of those things where he doesn't necessarily want to own a gun, but they are considering it, and it's freaking me out a little bit. I'm like, okay, if y'all are feeling that unsafe, like this is bad. My sister, I think my sister actually might own one, and she's just not telling anybody.
Mhm.
My sister lives in a it's not really bad. But she lives in Oakland, California, and she's had some incidents in the past where it's scared her to the point where she's considered it. And I think at this point she might actually own one. I'm not completely sure. Um, my brother, my brother, my brother is a security guard. He can legally carry one if he wanted to, but he's always kind of shied away from it. So I don't know if he'd get one or not.
I'm sorry if I had the legal to care open. What?
Well, see, here's the thing. So my brother, because he has his guard card and he has the one that does allow for him to carry for the job. He's still, it's still a 60-40 chance that he may not be able to get an actual gun because of disabilities and stuff. So he's never really tried. But he's also 6'9". Like, no one is really gonna mess with him. Like, he's a big guy. Like, I mean, no one would really think like, okay, let me go rob this house. Now, at the same time, him being that big, you know, if you did have an intruder, most likely they would probably come in with a weapon because they know he's that big. But you know, he's like me. You know, he's done the knife course. You know, he has 5 knives. Yeah, I think he's up to 5 now. You know, he's got 2 at the house. He's got 1 he carries with him at work. He's got 1 in the car. And I think he has 1. I think he's got 2 in the car, actually. So, I mean, it's something where we definitely take our personal safety to a big extent, but I don't know.
I can't even remember the count of how many knives I have.
See, because knives are easy to get. Knives, I mean, as long as you know how to use the knife correctly, you can get a knife. You don't even have to buy one. You can get a steak knife and just know how to use it in a manner to protect yourself. You know, I will say it's a little easier using, you know, a knife that you purchase for protection versus a steak knife, because steak knives, you know, just don't cut the same. But I mean, I think that's like the easiest weapon to protect yourself with. You know, that and knowing, you know, what to do in certain circumstances. You know, like I said, for me, you know, if you are determined to get into my house, fine, get into the house, take what you want to take, get out of my house. If you are there to do me harm, you know, by the time you get through the bedroom door, by the time you find me in my house, right, you still have to get past me with the knife, and then police are already on the way. So, you know, you know, it's one of those things where it's like you're not going to get away with it, and you're most likely not going to survive it.
I would say get a gun because you got them crazy ass Trump supporters across the street.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, we had a discussion, and when my mother tells me that she thinks that we should go gun shopping and go to a gun store and go to a gun range and find guns that we are comfortable with handling, that's really what made me go like, oh shit, if she is thinking about it, what the hell? We are in some serious trouble.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because she's the person where whenever I would go to the gun range and take her with me, she would fire like 3 shots and be like, hell no, I'm not doing this. I'm gonna sit over here. Like she just did not like the feel of it. She didn't like any of it. And that was with what were we using? At the time I was using a 1911. And no, it was a 1911 and a SIG. And she didn't like the feel of either one of those. And
SIG? Oh well, yeah, I don't like SIG sour on the handguns. I'm more of like if it's a SIG, I like I like the ARs for a SIG, but not for handguns.
I I like the Sig, and I think it has less. Well, for me, it didn't have that much recoil. It
So
was a smoother shot.
next time y'all go, have your mom try out a what is it? A Smith and Wesson handgun, not a revolver, like an actual Smith and Wesson handgun, and I actually have a shooter's Bible with all the different guns in it, and it's a Taurus handgun.
I think I fired one of those. I'm trying to think.
They're really good.
I think I fired one. Oh, where were we? I was in Vegas, and I think I fired a Taurus. Yeah, it had to be Vegas because that's the last time I went shooting. That was last year. So that was the last time I went shooting.
It's already 2:57. I might end this live soon, and then do another one probably.
I would say, yeah. Because I'm already. See, for me, it's almost midnight here, so I'm thinking like. I already know that I'm gonna get a call at like 7 a.m. from people who are gonna be like, "Did you hear about Trump? Did you see the release? Did you see the tweet?" So.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm about to go and hop on the game and probably do a live on there for about an hour, and then go from there. Probably do a nice little Fortnite game on Twitch. Do a couple of rounds on there, and then take my black ass watch Lucifer and then go to sleep. I gotta watch Lucifer before I go to bed.
Yeah,
it's a personal tradition for me.
I think I'm gonna probably, let's see here. It's almost midnight, so by the time I actually get in bed, like the replay of Jesus and Mero will be coming on, and I'll watch that, have a few laughs, and go to sleep.
Yeah. But all right. Thank you for being a part of this, Autumn Reed. Have a good one. And for those who are watching on Twitch, please do not forget to like and follow and subscribe to your boy. If you're on Facebook and you like what you saw, please add me. Follow me on Facebook, and then if you want, you can add me. I don't really care about if you add me or not on Facebook. But Twitch, like and subscribe. My Twitch, if you're not watching me on Twitch, is KMF_Chi Energy. And it's not the energy, THE is DA, the energy. All right, people. It is always a pleasure to entertain you all. And remember, if you're a Trump supporter, y'all better wear a mask, because this motherfucker called COVID, him and his wife. Peace! All right, Autumn Reed.
Bye.
Bye.